I did play my first game. I lost that game. So yeah, it was 2-0. We can win this game. Go to the point. What about the games in the moment? Play moment games.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the...
Well, the defense did their job. They didn't allow any points on the opening drive. Now, second drive of the game, first for this offense. And what can they do with their go-around? They go play action here on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football. Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Throwing is Allen on third. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Third and short yardage. Mayfield. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground. A big early third down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a first. As we drop you into the action, it's second down, 2nd and 5, inside the red zone. On second down, Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So a look here at the key inactives that we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. To throw, Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David. So it's 3rd down, ball inside the red zone, and his defense looking to get the stop they need.
Good! Now let's go. Green.
from the gun on third down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Albert Wilson, his first... Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. Mayfield off the play fake. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, third down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. They go play action. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Lee. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Browns pass. They've got another first.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A minute 59 to go in the first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And this will be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll make it third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And he'll go... A long field ahead of this offense. They'll have to be efficient here with their time late in the second quarter. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll throw again from their own end zone. His throw incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your opponent because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield underneath for Johnson. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4th. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th.
All right, here we go.
One final try here for Allen. The left side completion to Jones. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th.
All right, here we go.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Fourth quarter, tight spot here. Kicking team down by 3, going for the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the picture becoming pretty clear here. The defense just looking for a stop because a touchdown, and they would trail on the scoreboard. They're hoping to preserve this slim 1-score lead. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. This is
Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The screen does get him 9, but it also... Fourth down, Dalton wants to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. It's a scoreless game right now in the first quarter, but that might be about to change. This offense has it in the red zone. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Thought they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position. And they want...
This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this third down play? Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incomplete.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they've got it here with a 1st down. The gun, Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Now Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets to the 7.
All right, man, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield with it once more. Drops it over for Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And again, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. This offense has made its way into the red zone as they're set up with a 1st and 10 just inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone. Following the interception, Mayfield throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot or running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown here. Time to jump back in. Opening drive, 3rd quarter. And this offense has it in the red zone, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. So the situation, it's 3rd down in the 3rd quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. To throw, Mayfield. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for the Browns touchdown. Marquise. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku, but he doesn't quite. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A field goal does him no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on fourth down. It's do or die for Dalton. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
There you go.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Hey, everybody. It's the Cleveland Browns who have the football first on offense as we are ready to get this one started. Opening drive of the game.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. 5 yards shy of midfield. Really nice, 25 yards. On first and 10, Mayfield. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Going left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A gain of 32 that time.
All right, partner, that's it. That's a video game highlight catch right there. Acrobatic, one hand, come down with the football. Look, if you and I are playing Madden right now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, this offense trying to get it in the end zone from the red zone, but right now they're focused on a third down situation with 1 yard to go to get the first. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Mayfield on 4th down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A red zone alert as we get you back into the action. This offense coming up on a 2nd down and 3 to go. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more...
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Landry, the intended. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with his... Just inside of 2 minutes for this offense. Second quarter. They've got the football, but on their own side of the field. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about what he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they're able to get to him on it.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mayfield on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Lee, his third. It would be about a 54-yard field goal, but instead this offense has elected to go for it on fourth. Now Mariota on fourth down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. So the situation, it's third down in the third quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. Mayfield to throw it. They'll roll him out right. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his third touchdown. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the fourth quarter. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. So that last play moves this offense into the red zone. However, they are faced with the prospect of a fourth down situation. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Lee with his second. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. Now Mayfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys were... A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gott.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Is it pages for 1-4? What the fuck? It's awesome game.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete. Fourth down, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Facing a 18 yards. First down, Mayfield. And he's got it. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those back into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So in the early going, this will be the first drive of the game for this offense. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 36 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll take it into the end zone. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Mayfield now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to... Coming out of the 2-minute warning, so 2 minutes even on the clock. The offense with the ball on their own side of the field. What can they do? We'll see. To throw, Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with his... This offense looking to get off to a hot start in the third quarter. Opening drive, and they've got it 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David. A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Clay Matthews coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
No, don't do that.
There's one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And Amendola with a catch. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
It's not that.
This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to drop him for a loss of nearly 20 yards.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time. So this offense now on the edge of the red zone at the 20. 1st and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Okay. This game King of them since first loss.
It's girly power. It's a coach.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Rams. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. The 20, 10, touchdown, LA! Tyler Higbee, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
That goes for a gain of 31. Mayfield now from the 50. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And again, it's Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
The opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. He's at the 50, the 40, 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Uses the spin. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punked the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. 23 yards on the play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag rout's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mayfield looks to throw. Well, he's got it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best piece.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anti-tail. Able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception early now is sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now gone. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long. It's gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The numbers for Njoku from a week ago, he was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he rifles one incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the 1st quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the 2nd one.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards on his 1st catch. It's a 1st down as well.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, when he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's gone. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Cut. 120.
Throwing on third. Gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The extra point up and good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
76. Tell him. 76. 76.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff out left. He's got it to Everett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Gone. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous.
And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept him on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target.
No, I'm messed up. I'm messed up.
It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, anti-tail. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Now Goff. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass.
And he's got it.
Oh,
that's caught for
what?
a touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams add on to their lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A second down throw for Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll be a gain of 16, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half, let's do it. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Mayfield on 3rd down from his end zone. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And got there. It's Woods. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Mayfield. And this throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lee. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Mayfield with it once more. And the tip there after the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Mayfield down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Marquise Lee, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And up to the 45 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first down throw from Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Marquise Lee, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know,
What was this on?
every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you put that in there.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hard ball. We go. Block 20. Out we go.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. First down L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. To the air again. Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. And when you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing that.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Or is the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another carry now for Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Goff gonna throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Back to throw. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Wow. Not only the completion, but that pass also gives him the record for most passing yards in a single game. What a day.
That tells you that the completion percentage is really high. Yards per pass, really high. But what a fantastic day. A brand new record, and we were here to witness it. I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And it was the Lions who emerged victorious in that one. Kerryon Johnson, a touchdown run to help lead the way. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. He's back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31. And they are able to spike this in time. And that is going to set up a field goal try that one way or the other will decide this football game. And this one is right through. And the Rams have won the game. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for a...
So, scrub luck and jail, and Catholic Mall. That was a fun game, actually.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.